Hello everyone, hello to all, whether you're on the stream or watching the recording on YouTube. Briefly, the server is ending, the Europe Extreme server, our alliance HK. Overall, it seems we already lost the server, still not at level 100, but it is already obvious because we have no way to attack, nothing to bring the level down. We are building the wonder of the world, together with the Rebels Alliance. Overall, we could actually win here, but only if those guys happen to fight among themselves, which is unlikely. I don't believe in that kind of luck. Ideally, no one has any proper offenses left. Possibly these guys still have something. Those guys have something, but most likely, already something will be insignificant. Here we also have a few guys with small armies, but unfortunately, insufficient to somehow affect the result, the outcome of this game. So we just become observers. The last few days, I don't even really check the chat anymore. When I do, I read what the guys write, but I don't write anything myself, don't reply, because what is there to say? The game is ending. Alright, well, I'm not very upset, to be honest, because, well, actually, how it all started, let's see how it all started. We went to this server basically just to have a laugh, you know. I mean, it wasn't like we had a desire to build a wonder of the world, because there weren't enough of us. There were only 23 or 33 of us, I don't remember. Here. So, very few, not enough to build the wonder of the world. But our goal was to find some strong alliance in our sector and just have a good fight with them. Our sector is... Let's cover it like this so everything is visible and clear. The upper left corner, that's our sector. Originally, we occupied it, planning to settle in small groups across the map. But suddenly, a situation occurred, a situation happened. This was here, right? So then, here we have, it turns out, a player called Tractor Driver. So, just a moment, got a little lost on the map. Here's a player, Tractor Driver. He is claiming this capital 15, a really cool 15, plus 150% and so on. Oh. The rebels, the Rebel Alliance, claimed this 15 because we have the wonder of the world here. And here it is, the wonder of the world. Their initial goal was to build this wonder, and our initial goal was to fight with someone who wanted to build the wonder, which, in general, worked out well. Naturally, we immediately called all our guys to this area because it was obvious that there would be quite a good fight for this point. And here were the rebels and also the Turks. But there's no longer any Turks. They've all deteriorated. Everyone started gathering, conducted several successful operations, captured a couple of villages from the rebels. In principle, we had a good plan on how we would drive them out from here. We were supposed to drive them out completely. As you can see, even now you can see that everything is blue and green. The rebels are our allies now, there are few of them. Back then, there were even fewer. We kicked them out calmly, and then we just needed to ruin their game and not allow them, let's say, a peaceful game. Because in numbers they were almost 4 times greater. Obviously in the late game they will be stronger, but in the early stage of the game, it doesn't matter. That is, with a small number, it is much easier to play and defeat large alliances and knock them over. Such giants. But the tractor driver Vadim, it turns out, he wanted, it seems, to take a break on this server, from what I understand. He started communicating with the rebels. Then he told me that he indeed reached an agreement with them. He just needed my confirmation that we would be friends and allies. Yes, and even the tractor operator Vadim wanted to go somewhere for a few days, meaning he wouldn't be online. And here we have a critical situation where we must fight now. And I was just feeling too lazy, honestly, to play actively, rolling out someone, capturing villages. In short, we went for this alliance. Well, in general, it also turned out to be, well, for the team, at least for the team, a rather bad thing. This alliance, first of all, everyone relaxed too much. The players became incredibly sluggish. I just observed the gradual degradation, like everyone is becoming more and more sluggish. No one wants to engage, no fights, no one wants to do anything because, well, why? In our sector, we only have, it turns out, the rebels and the Turks. The rebels started fighting with the Turks, and we can just stand aside and do nothing. And naturally, everyone's online activity began to drop, including mine. I also started to play less and less actively. I even almost stopped farming. In short, we knocked out, it turns out, artifacts, many artifacts. Very good, valuable artifacts. We gave almost all of them to the rebels. So it came to building the wonder of the world. Well, naturally the rebels are building it, and we are just helping. But the offers ran out. We had only 3 offers. Yes, I probably missed an important point right now. 48 people. This is because the GC Alliance joined us. Unfortunately, they joined very late. That is almost at the wonder building stage. That is, we didn't have time to get coordinated. We didn't have time to establish any communication. This usually happens at the beginning of the game when everyone is most active, communicating a lot. As many different actions as possible are made, both defensive and offensive. And at the stage of building the wonder, communication is already significantly worse. Everyone is already a bit tired of the game and everyone wants to rest a little, so in the end, we didn't establish communication. I see that our chats... Here is our chat. It is practically dead. There is no one communicates. We have separate private chats. I won't show them. The private chats, there is where my old team is. And well, the communication is happening there, everything is fine. But the general chats with where all the players, including the new ones, well, they are inactive. Nobody writes anything there. In general, we had a choice between whom to take. That is, we could take the Alliance GK. Well, that is, join them or take the Alliance. I'll say no. Here, Drama. Drama is, we get Lithuanian, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It seems to be called Lithuanian Alliance, Lithuanian team. And the only reason why they're stronger. It's a well-coordinated team. Of course, we would like to have them to win on this server. But there's a nuance. Since they are already a well-coordinated team, obviously it's like they don't really need us. They were supposed to join us to become part of the coalition. They would have their own separate chat, or they would even have their own command with basically their own game. With the other group, it's a completely different story. They are weaker. There are many newcomers there. But GC is not a well-coordinated team. Accordingly, some players may well stay with us and go to the next service. That's exactly what attracted me in this choice. So I understood that, of course, it's a bad choice for winning on this server. But in the long term, because we are planning to build a wonder of the world on the next server, the GK is much better for us because players from there can eventually stay with us and kind of help. For our team, this is the second server. Oh, for our team, let's not put it that way. If for the hookah, for the HK team, this is the second server. Most of the players who are now with me are actually from another alliance, with which I used to be and played with them. Great guys. But unfortunately, the alliance has become almost inactive. Everyone plays on their own there now. And that's why there was an idea to create a new alliance, a new team that will play together constantly. Meaning, there will be some gatherings and we will go to some servers together with some goal, maybe to win or maybe just to fight and have fun somewhere. For this team specifically, this is already the second server for HC. Mainly, it consists of Ukrainians, despite the flags, because, you know, yes, we put up various flags to hide our time zone. It's a classic story. By the way, quite a few are yellow. The guys are not logging into the game anymore. The guys are no longer logging into the game. Oh. The team consists mainly of Ukrainians, although we welcome everyone in principle. Mainly the recruitment was done in my old team, also in my Discord channel, which you will find in the description there. Well, that's how it turned out. Our next start will be in September. In September, we are gathering a fairly large team. I hope to be able to attract large number of players from the old team I was part of. There are many strong, experienced players. Plus, I need to check my Discord chats with those I played with before. I want to gather more people. And in September, we plan to go and build a wonder of the world. The preparation is actually already going on. It's behind the scenes, not worth the attention. That is, for most players, it doesn't matter. But joining is necessary now, right now. I will release a video somewhere. I will release a video and leave a link. Yes, there will be a link to my Discord channel. Join there. It makes no sense to write in the comments under the video that you want to join us, because I might read those comments very late or might not see them at all, as there are issues with those comments and they don't always display correctly for me. That's why go to the Discord channel and write there like this and that. I want to join your team. We do not accept players who do not use Discord. So basically, if you don't have Discord, if you write there, use Telegram, WhatsApp, or what other messengers are there? In general, only Discord. All communication happens in Discord. Come into Discord, say like this: I want to join you. If you are an experienced player, that's great. If you are know something, perhaps you've carried out some leadership tasks, officer tasks. Maybe you coordinated an alliance, and so on. Also write about it. Great. Experienced players are always useful. If you are inexperienced and a complete newbie, mention that too. We will have the whole summer to train you. We will teach you how to quickly build a second village, how to develop an account, and so on. We will show some guides. We will use this practice a little, and by autumn you will be ready to fully play with us. We are recruiting people of any nationality for the team. But look, there's a nuance. If you're a Nazi, some kind of scumbag, then you might as well not write, like, we're not going to take you. We immediately cut this moment off because I had enough of this during the selection stage last time. Yes, we are preparing new guides right now for... Look, here, see, most of our players have a relatively small number of villages near the wonder of the world, right? Well, very few. In reality, that's very few. If you develop the account correctly, then reaching the wonder of the world playing without gold, I clarify, playing without gold. Having 20 villages is not difficult. I mean, it's really not difficult. But for this, you need to use such interesting guides, which we will also show and explain. Moreover, as usual, how to build villages. Let's take a random fox. So, using the example of foxes, let's look at some villages. 4, 5, well, mostly I see it's focused on getting a 5, which is not bad. But look, here's a nuance to effectively use each of your resources. You need to build certain villages in specific cells. The idea is that you occupy the cells you need, capture the necessary oases. In other words, you do not take anything extra, you do not take cells you do not need, and further, trade routes are set up. And as a result, you have continuous troop construction. And thanks to the fact that your villages are of the right quality, with the necessary fields and the right oases, you have zero waste production. That is, you order, say, phalanxes, and everything is at 0. That is, wood, clay, iron, everything is spent to 0. This is the most efficient use of each resource. Well, the idea is not actually new. I think many use this, but even though I couldn't find such videos and guides, I couldn't find anything like this in Excel, Google, or Google Sheets. So I decided to do it myself. Now in the summer, I'll also test it. I think I'll show it on streams. We'll see. Oh, yes. We also need to make a guide on oasis, because there's also some nuances there. I was asked about it. Plus, I did a poll, and people voted for this guide, and it's long overdue to do this, but there's a nuance that the guide can be, well, I mean, I can use 2 methods to do this first one. This is complex. This is when I use a lot of gold. This is when I have very high online presence. There are duels. I create this guide, show how it is farmed. That is, how it is all done, which unit packs, how often we send them, showing the results, going into the statistics, demonstrating, look, in the top, and so on. That's all great, but it's terribly difficult. I won't have that kind of online presence. I would need a lot of people then. I can't really use gold either. There are problems with that too. Accordingly. Yes, and honestly, it's such a hassle. It drains so much energy to create such a guide. I personally don't play by farming oasis. I understand how it is done. I can do it, but I don't like it because, well, it requires some colossal online presence. I mean, you can play like that for 1 day, maybe 2, 3, but for a week, it's impossible. This is some kind of nightmare. Of course, there is a way to use a bot, some clicker, but I advocate for somewhat fair gameplay, so naturally I can't record a guide that way, although I could. The second method is all theoretical. I'll just show in Google Sheets how calculations are done to prepare your units, that is, in what quantities units are needed. You will be able to learn to calculate this yourself. I'll show how all of this is calculated, show the timings of animals emerging from the oasis, and so on. The guide is actually much simpler, can be done in a couple of days. Well, okay, maybe such a guide takes about a week. Well, but I won't be able to show the results. Just like Noito was saying, look, this is how it should be done, and you will succeed. Just believe in yourself. But I won't show the result. And if I don't show the result, how can you understand that the guide actually works? Right? So here I have, that's why this guide hasn't been released for a year. I've been thinking about it for a year, wanting to make it, but, well, I don't know. On one hand, you need to sweat out and do it, spend cold, spend a lot of online time, but you probably need a vacation for that. And, you know, using your vacation on a game is also not ideal. Even chat. There. And, well, there are also a couple of guides being prepared, I think gradually, now over the summer, while I won't be playing games when it's sunny weather. There will be the beach, there will be the sun and so on. When it's cloudy, I'll be at home. I will slowly edit some new guides and release them until September. Oh, until September. Oh yes, until September. In September we have a new start. And accordingly, again, guys, join the team. Yes, here's another nuance. Look, I want to organize in the summer a small tournament. It will last about a week, maybe 2. Moreover, it will be relaxed online, with truces and so on. A PvP mode where everyone is for themselves. I think we will need 10 players, participants. I myself want to participate in the same tournament, but then I won't be able to film everything from the site. So there's that. As for the reward, I'm still thinking about what the reward will be. Possibly some kind of... As a reward, I don't know. Maybe it will be some exclusive guides that I have, which I don't give or show to anyone. Or perhaps it will be gold. I have not decided yet. Basically, how I will reward the winners. Well, in general, there will be a tournament at 10 times speed, with certain very interesting rules and conditions. Again, join my Discord channel. Well, most likely there will also be an announcement on YouTube when I have thought everything through completely, when I have prepared everything fully and start gathering participants, then there will be an announcement on YouTube and in my Discord channel that, hey guys, there will be such a tournament. And regarding, by the way, the languages of the videos, I was also informed that can videos be made in Spanish? Guys, I'll say it directly, you can make them in any language. Well, look, I have dubbing. Right now I'm doing dubbing in English. It's done by AI, accordingly. Oh, and, well, to put it mildly, I don't really like the quality of this dubbing, because the AI has an incredibly strong accent. I don't even know how clear it is what I'm saying in English. That's all. I mean, my lips will be moving in the picture, but most likely I won't match, well, words. Because, in short, AI is not very good, to put it mildly. But I haven't found anything better yet. I'm still searching for a tool that will do all the dubbing very well and still be inexpensive. So far I spend about 25 euros per month to translate videos into English. You understand, right? If you want Spanish, Italian, French, and so on, no problem. So we have, here's my channel. There's a sponsor button. Yes, no, Sponsor is actually not it. It's a subscription. Let's do it differently. Somewhere there should be. And where? How does it work, by the way? Weird. Sponsor. Oh, here. There's a thank you button, yes. And here you can sort of add the necessary amount of money, put in 25 euros. You say which language you want, which specific video, and that's it. I'll do it, no problem. I won't do it just like that, as you understand, because, well, the budget is not unlimited, and a lot of money goes into the guides, because, again, for each guide I invest gold, test everything, while I don't even play myself. That is, a lot of gold goes into this YouTube channel, which, as you understand, has no ads, nothing. So there's no monetization. There are a couple of sponsors, like one at 2 euros, but they do work. Very interesting work. Let's say YouTube doesn't give me anything, but thanks to those who click on this sponsorship, because sooner or later I will figure out where this money is disappearing. That's it. So if you want to support the translation of videos into some language, or you want to support the summer tournament, again, it would be nice for the summer tournament, some chip in for the prize to reward the winners of this tournament. I will make a separate video about the tournament itself, explain what and how, once everything is ready, once I fully understand what I'm going to do, everything will come out. Everything will come out. I will show and tell everything. But an interesting tournament is expected. I hope so. What else? That's probably all. Basically, we've covered everything necessary, yes. So, the guys from the Alliance HK, those who are watching, look. The server is ending, but we're not leaving. This chat, we stay in it. I will archive this chat. Accordingly, everyone will lose access to it. It will just be in our history, as you can see. Another chat, the previous server. By the way, a separate video needs to be made about it, because it's really super active game. There were a lot of battles, very cool operations were conducted, and I have these hundreds of hours of content recorded that need to be edited. I need to find time for that. So, and we'll make separate chat rooms where you can continue to communicate. Any information will appear. Some guides I'll post there so that the team knows we're gradually preparing for September. Well, and plus, probably I will make some sort of announcement at the end when the server concludes. But well, alright, that's all then. Bye everyone, thank you.